Yo,
Yo, what's going on, man?
what's up, dude?
Not a whole lot, man. Just chilling, having an ice cold. Well, we don't have a sponsor, but it's a Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, Michelob, fucking get on it.
95 calories, 2.8 carbs.
Dude,
What does that even
how,
mean?
how, what is that?
2.8 carbs? Come on, man.
What
How
does
do you
that
have
mean?
a fraction of a carb? But anyways,
I am doing the whole, again, not a sponsor, but it's a Ninkasi brewing company from, I think they're from Eugene. Yeah, they're from
Eugene.
Eugene. Yeah,
Sco
prismatic juice.
Ducks.
No, you ever say that again?
SCODUX, Sco Ducks.
It's such a Ducks thing to say, too.
They made
They made
t-shirts like that.
shirts. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. Yeah, you beat me to it. You knew where I was going with that.
They made shirts.
Go Ducks.
What does that even mean?
That's so dumb. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Oh fuck.
They have no idea that they get made so much fun of for that.
I can
I'm not,
imagine.
and they're the only people that don't
They're the only people that what?
they don't get it.
Yeah.
They're like, what? What's so funny?
Let's go Ducks. Like, God.
We just shortened it to
Yeah.
SCO Ducks. DUX.
Just why can you not spare the extra
Hey,
2 letters on the
don't
print of the shirt?
don't ask questions.
Just spell out ducks, man. I can. No.
No.
Oh my god.
Can't. No, I won't.
I won't. Hey,
I
we're
won't.
we're trying to go green, man. We don't want to cost those 2 extra letters on the shirt printing.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
The saving, yes.
Yeah.
He's almost crying in that interview, by the way.
Yeah. It's so fun. I'm not going to, so quit asking.
They pushed him to the edge that week, though, with Tua's
They
injury.
really did. They really did.
Anyways,
All
what are we
right.
talking about today?
I got a few questions for you, okay? Well, more than a few.
Okay.
In light of what's going on Twitter, well, not just on Twitter, I mean everywhere, in the sports world. Um, it seems like every time I check update,
Updates
there's
on
always
Twitter, yeah.
yeah. Sorry, was I cutting out there?
Oh, just a bit. I mean, we're good. So,
Okay. Um, like I said, any new
any
update
right with
about Major League Baseball?
oh boy, MLB
Yeah,
just
you know, particularly the Astros.
oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. There's a whole lot of fuckery going on there right now.
yeah, most definitely. And basically, all right. I got a few questions for you. Now, just answer these straight away. I'm gonna fire them right at you.
Okay. Let me hear him.
In sports, in all of sports franchises in America,
Mhm.
how important is winning a championship?
What are what are we given, like grade school lessons in sportsmanship or something? Just
No,
it's everything, man.
the,
You play to win.
it's everything.
Yeah,
It's everything. You
obviously.
do everything. That's the goal.
Mhm.
If we had Major League Baseball or NFL or NBA, and at the end of it, everybody was champions.
They don't give participation trophies out for a reason in professional
Well,
sports.
it would. I mean, it's everything, right?
Right. I mean, there's no point in playing the game and like striving in the offseason to make your team the best possible team before the season. It makes no sense to just go out there, oh, let's go out and give it our best and we'll sometimes win. No, it doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't. So
Basically,
championships.
what about championships?
In order to win those championships,
Mm-hmm.
you got to get probably the best guys,
Yeah, absolutely.
and you got to form the best team.
which is what
You
the
gotta
offseason is for. Yeah.
mhm.
Training, even not even acquiring players, actually developing players.
And fuck, man, sometimes that's just not even enough. You
N-
need winning a championship in major league sports requires at least what, 15 to 20% luck.
Yeah, there's a lot of luck involved. Oh,
It
yeah, there
has to
is.
just a little bit of luck. LSU is the most unlucky champion that I've seen in a long time this year, and you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. I actually read an article. I don't mean to get off topic, but a team a lot of people forget about that was very unlucky, or not unlucky. They didn't have a lot of luck. Was the 2013 FSU team, Florida State, with Jimbo, Jameis, that team.
Uh-huh.
But anyways,
Like, but you know what I'm saying? LSU didn't need luck. They just brutally beat everybody.
besides Auburn, but yes, they barely beat Auburn.
Right.
But anyways,
Oh, yeah, and they needed some luck in that game.
yeah, they did.
But sometimes luck's not even enough.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta cheat.
I almost spit my fucking beer out, man. Sometimes you gotta cheat.
Sometimes
I
you
literally
ain't
almost
trying.
fucking spilt beer all over my computer. Um,
Change the subject pretty quick, wasn't
so- I was not expecting this to go there. I mean, I kind of was, but I
it?
wasn't. You just say it so bluntly.
Sometimes you gotta cheat.
Oh God, I mean, let's just talk about some cheaters. What were some of the big
Well,
name cheaters back in the day, man?
well, it depends on what kind of cheating.
I mean, you can go with the Patriot route and all that stuff.
Spygate.
Spygate, and they kind of was still doing it up to this year even, and kind of getting
Mhm.
away with it, but that's probably
A
for
little bit.
another date. So
Well, we'll see.
yeah.
All right. So my question to you is this: if Alex Louthen, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys,
Ooh, I like this.
in a fantasy world,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe not, maybe you'll own him one day.
Hell yeah, I will, with my multi-billion-dollar oil industry like Jerry Jones.
Um, would you, Alex Louthen, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, would you cheat to win a championship knowing you're probably going to get fired or lose your job and screw your organization over, but you would know that they can't take your ring away and they can't take down your banner and they won't give you an asterisk next to the year that you won the championship? Would you cheat? Would you willingly do it? You and a select group of people on your team and your team knowing that you're doing it. Would you do it?
This is tough because you said I was the owner, right? How could they fire me as an owner?
Okay, manager.
GM, okay. I probably would
I
because
would.
like if
Okay, I respect.
if,
Okay,
if they
go
can't
ahead.
take
Keep
it
going.
away, I mean this obviously there's some moral boundaries we're crossing here, but if I'm a GM and okay, let's just take for instance, you and I, we talk about history of baseball, football, all types of sports. We go back and we look at these championship teams. There's not very often where we dig deep enough to see like the actual stuff that went down. Like
Yeah,
we don't know what possibly could have happened in 1938 when the Buffalo Bills won the organization the
yeah,
league. That I mean there could have been stipulations that we don't know about but just weren't reported or whatever the
totally.
case may be. But if I was a GM, I probably would, man, just because.
Knowing that they'd be like, "All right, Alex, here's the deal. You're in a group with a couple of high executives, and they go, hey, here's the thing. Can you listen? Shh. We know that you're gonna cheat, and there's like a 30% chance that you're gonna get caught. And if we do get caught, it's all coming on you. Okay, you're gonna have to take the blame. But we're like, this will drastically improve our chance of winning this thing. And think how
Yeah.
cool it'll be.
Yeah,
Like
well,
every
I don't really know how I feel about cheating. I mean, I've done.
Well, see, it's not cheating, quote unquote. It's cheating, quote unquote.
But you just said the same exact thing. I mean,
Sure, Alex. Thing, quote.
You're not even making sense now, man. What is
Sure, Alex. Sense quote.
what are you talking about? Or
Are
you're
you in? Or
I
are you out?
No, I'm not gonna cheat.
Sure, Alex. Cheat. Quote
See,
unquote.
we're back to where we were. What is going on? Like,
So we're down. We're doing this thing.
I said, yeah, I'm down. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm down.
Okay. But would you do it?
Man,
Honestly,
honestly,
I
if you think
today's
about
world,
it,
man.
these, I mean, obviously, athletes and coaches, they've been in the game for 30 plus years, almost all of them, right? A
Yeah.
lot of them, the majority, like 95 plus percent, have never won a championship at the
Right.
professional level. So to say, even if you get fired, man, if you get fired from doing this, but if you still got that ring and there's no asterisk next to it, I mean, why not?
Fuck it.
Why
You're not going to be in
not?
the Hall of Fame, but you won a championship. You got to
Yeah.
enjoy it. You think anybody looks back at a coach who didn't ever win a championship and went, I respected his integrity? Or did they look at Joe Torre or something like that who cheated, had a bunch of guys on his team with a bunch of steroids that were just juicing all the time, and he won a couple championships for the Yankees? And they were like, dude, Torre was a fucking pimp as a
Yeah.
freaking manager, right?
Yeah, still do. I still think he's a badass, even though he did do some
Yeah,
shady things, but still.
still. I It's tough to say, but I some people would take the high route, some people would take the championship
What would
route.
you
I
do?
respect that. I'd 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 cheat.
Yes, now we're talking. At least
I'd
I'm not
cheat.
the only one.
All right. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, see,
That's an
that's the way
interesting
the
thing
saying
about
goes.
baseball. That's an interesting thing about baseball because cheating has been part of that game since the fucking game started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stealing bases, stealing signs, stealing fucking everything that you possibly could,
I mean
always
that
trying to gain the advantage on your opponent.
I mean, to break it down, that's why the fucking catcher literally puts the pitch count in between his legs as tight as possible so nobody else can see it.
Well, here's my thing with that, dude. With Houston being busted for sign stealing, the catcher has got to relay to a pitcher his signs, which usually takes like 6 or 7, 5 or 6 different hand signals. His feet might be in a different direction. He might touch his There's so many different things, but somebody might catch on to that after inning number 2, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then but my point is, if somebody finally catches on to that, they can actually signal to somebody inside of a locker room
Yeah.
who's watching on a monitor and get that call and then say it's an off speed pitch and then you bang a trash can. You can do that all under 3 seconds.
It's tough, but with today's technology, it's possible
Probably.
now. Yeah. With all
I
the
mean, there's some
cameras.
videos. There's some videos I saw of the Chicago White Sox pitcher when he's like, it's just like a regular season game down there. And like he would like they'd call for an off speed pitch and he'd come to set. And
Mm-hmm.
then you just hear like a boom, boom in the background. And
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
and then the first one he was like, well, that was weird. And like the second or third one, he like comes set, and then he hears it again. He steps off. He's like, well, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw this video, man. Like he caught onto it, and I don't think they didn't do anything to him. The pitcher, did they? Or I mean,
Uh, they just changed up the count, or they changed up their signals,
right,
and then the next pitch, the guy struck out.
right, because he didn't know. So, I mean, what happened to the
Yeah,
old days of literally just studying a pitcher, knowing what his pitches were, predicting his pitch, and literally getting your signals through your peripherals and your ears of where the catcher is moving?
I'll tell you what happened.
What happened?
What happened is guys learned how to throw a fastball 101 miles an hour to 102 miles an hour for 9.5 innings straight
Well, I tell you what.
instead of having one pitcher. No, no, no. Hear me out.
Okay.
That didn't exist 10 years ago. There were very few pitchers that could throw 95 miles an hour through 5 innings. Now you have almost every starter in the MLB who can throw 95 plus for 9 innings.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
And they can locate, and I mean, stuff is better today. If you're telling me right now, if Verlander or Aldis Chapman, and you put him in the time of Babe Ruth, that anybody could even get a foul ball off one of those two,
You're absolutely right. But that's the thing
not
about it
even
is humans in general, natural selection, man, everybody is evolving. Humans are evolving day by day, slowly, but day by day. All right. And
sure.
same goes for batting mechanics, man. Obviously, our bodies are getting bigger, faster, stronger, whatever, can throw 105-mile-an-hour fastballs. We should be able to do the same thing when it comes to hitting. Adjust, adapt, man.
Man,
I mean, obviously, this is
it has.
this is way easier said than done. I could never even touch a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, man. I couldn't. But I'm just
No, me
saying
too.
that we, like, as professional baseball players, you've got to adapt to that as well. I mean, it's tough. It's tough, man. It's literally the hardest thing
Yeah.
in sports to do is hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
I had a buddy of mine who played college baseball, and he was telling me that I was like, God, yeah, man, I was so pissed at some of the guys on the Mariners for batting 240 and 280. I'm like, I fucking suck. He's like, you realize like that's like almost I mean, that's a little bit below average now in the MLB, right? Nobody is batting 325 in Major League Baseball anymore, except for everybody on Houston.
No, yeah, except for everybody on Houston. I like how you slid that one in there.
But nobody bats that like a good batting average now is what? What did Mike Trout bat this year?
Shoot.
I'll look it up. I'll look
Okay,
it up.
sweet.
Speaking of Mike,
What?
you heard about his HGH allegation, right?
No.
Oh yeah, that happened yesterday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mark
Allegation:
McGuire.
Mike Trout has exemption to use HGH shot down. That was from the LA Times.
Yikes.
From Yahoo Sports, MLBPA dismissed wild claims that Mike Trout received exemption for HGH. That was about 40 minutes ago. Okay, regardless, I'm getting back to what I was talking about. Batting average.
Mike Trout.
Yeah, he batted 305 last year. One of the best hitters in the league hit 305.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to think. I think Brian Reynolds for the Pirates. He may have had the best rookie batting average, maybe other than what's his face for the Nationals, Juan Soto. I think Brian Reynolds though he had like a 310 batting average or something this year, so that's pretty fucking good for a rookie, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's amazing. That's really good. But here's my point, though, Alex. God,
this beer is good.
Tim Anderson for the White Sox last year led the league, 498 at bats, and he batted 335.
Okay.
There were 19 guys in Major League Baseball to bat over 300 last year.
19 players. That's
Yep.
Wow.
Altuve batted 298. Anderson batted 335. So what's the difference between that?
295, 335. That's a .04.
So that's a couple. So
0.4. Yeah, .04. Sorry.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're boring people with this. My point is, or where I'm going with this, was that the game has certainly changed with how hard and how good pitchers are now. And you're talking about adapting to not just adapting to that change. And I don't know if we're ready. Like the only reason why you would cheat with using like a camera to pick up
To pick up those
because
signals, right?
is because you believe that you're not good enough pound for pound, batter to hitter, better than the pitcher, and you need some sort of an advantage, right?
Yeah, it shows you're insecure about your talents, right?
Right. So I don't know. I'm still baffled by this, but it just seems like in baseball in particular, man, I don't know what it is about fucking baseball where like you just cheating has been a part of baseball since baseball has been a thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, in football, you have okay, let me ask you this though. Would you rather pitch to a guy who you know is on roids, or would you rather throw to a guy that has, let's say, an 80% chance of knowing what you're throwing?
I'd rather pitch the guy with the roids.
Yeah, right.
100%. That was a good
You
question,
would do
man.
that.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely, because he doesn't know
I'm
what the fuck
pitching
is
the
coming.
yes. Doesn't matter how good of how jacked the guy is.
He still has to
eh,
beat me with his
His
baseline.
hand-eye coordination,
Right.
he's got to see this. I'm not throwing a fucking 2-1 change in the dirt and having a guy know about it so he can fucking crush it 425 feet,
Yeah. I mean,
you know?
that was another thing I meant to say earlier when I was talking about adapting to these pitches. I mean, obviously, bodies are getting physically more capable
Better.
to, yeah, they're physically better. But that's another, I mean, I was a bio major when I was in college, but like, I would like to know the actual scientific adaptations humans have made so far in regards to hand-eye coordination,
Sure.
because I don't know uh, if eyes themselves can actually adapt. Oh, yeah, eyes can adapt, obviously, but over time
Yeah.
they can get better. So I just like to see that rate. I'm boring people with science stuff now, but
Mr. Scientist.
no, I was just curious thinking about it, man. Like how the rate of adaptations through our eyes have taken
Well,
place through history.
think about this question from a football perspective from what I just said. Football, if like would if you're on defense, would you rather know the play that's coming, or would you rather try to tackle a Derrick Henry that you know is roided up or something like that? Like
Easily,
fuck
yeah.
yeah,
Rather know the
give me the
play.
play. Like what
Then
are you
we can
talking about?
put freaking 8 guys in the box and stop them.
Like it's pretty easy. So I mean, it's an interesting way of cheating, and a lot of these are.
You know what's
I mean, the
sad
whole
is that they know what the pitch is, and they still are only batting 295. Is what you said, I
yeah.
think. I mean,
But now you've heard of the potential like I don't know whatever you want to call it like a little zapper
oh,
that
yep, the electric
yeah
thingy they put on like their shoulder or something that starts beeping or tapping or starts
like
electrocuting them
vi-
essentially.
like vibrating basically yeah
Literally.
off speed's coming so zaps your titty and you're
Oh
just
God, what was that?
die. Oh change, here comes the change,
I think
you
Shooter
know.
McGavin on Twitter yesterday posted a video from Home Alone where the bad guy
Oh
was
yeah.
getting zapped to death with the caption like when the guy in the locker room zaps Jose Altuve saying a fastball's coming or changeup's coming.
Still
Just
a
getting
great scene.
electrocuted.
I watched that. I rewound that like 6 or 7 times just because of the way he's
Uh-huh.
the way he's screaming.
And then it shows like his skeleton after so while, and then it goes back
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah. It's God, yeah, it's yeah, the
Oh my god, dude. Just getting fully electrocuted.
Yeah, that is a great scene. But okay, so if uh if it's proven that Altuve,
That
uh,
he has cheated and used the signals.
yeah, if they were proven that they did this, is this warrant a lifetime ban from Major League Baseball?
It's obviously being talked about right now. That's the one thing I did see. But funny thing about it is, you and I obviously watched the World Series, but I watched the post game interview, and I did see when he was rounding home, I did see him like covering up his chest and like crossing his arms, saying, "No, don't take my jersey off." You couldn't see that he was saying that, but you could tell what he was.
No, he was saying La Camisa though.
Yeah, but the thing about it is in the post game interview, I was watching that and I go and he goes or the reporter goes, "Why were you telling your teammates not to take your jersey off?" And he goes, "Well, I didn't want to have my wife get upset at me again." I just thought to myself, "What the fuck does
Bull
that even mean?"
dick.
You don't want your
Yeah.
wife to see you take your jersey off. She sees you naked at home probably once a week at least, I would hope. And
Right.
and why the fuck that was just a terrible answer. I was thinking like what is
Oh.
that? And now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense. Uh
I
it-
mean, when he hit that home run off Chapman, um, was that an ALDS or ALCS?
right?
Was that last year or the year before?
No, that was
When,
this year,
when
man.
yeah, when Chapman throws that off speed pitch and Altuve hits it out of the park.
And holy crap, now
Chapman's
I'm
like,
reminiscing. That was an off speed pitch too. So they did let him know. Holy fuck.
and Chapman's like that smile he has on his
Oh
face while
yeah.
Altuve's running. He's like, how the fuck did you? How? I threw
Dude,
103 miles an hour and I threw an 88-mile-an-hour off speed, and you knew, you did, you knew.
this is enlightening to me, man. I'm reminiscing all of this now. Holy shit.
Okay,
It's
all right, Alex.
all
I'm
coming
gonna blow your.
together.
It sucks because I wanted the Yankees to win too. I
No, you didn't. You told me you wanted the Astros to win.
no, I really did. Honestly, I
Bull
wanted New York to win
tits.
that. No, okay, all right.
I'm gonna have to pull up the text messages. Oh my god, this is bullshit.
No, I
I'll
honestly I
look them
wanted
up
New York
later.
winning that.
You're such a
Okay.
fucking tits liar. Anyways, go ahead.
um, I got something.
You got some what?
If I got something else for you.
Okay.
This one's gonna blow your mind. This is for the 2017 playoffs. Okay,
Okay.
batting average, home and
2017.
away. Correct.
Okay.
So this would have been on Alex Cora.
Mm-hmm.
Um, batting average for Jose Altuve, home and away during the 2017 playoffs. Home 472,
Jesus Christ.
away 143.
What?
Carrera, home, batting average 371, away 211.
Wow.
McCann, batting average, home 300, away 037.
Jesus Murphy, man. What? That just shows you
So
they have the
more
utilities.
Carrera 370, 371 at home, 211 on the road. Oh, sorry, no, I did say Carrera.
Yeah.
God dang it, there was another one. But I'm just saying these guys are batting drastically fucking different.
And don't tell
At
me
home.
that bullshit. Oh, home field advantage makes you bat better. I mean,
I don't know. No, that's no.
not
That
that
would
big of a
never be thing.
difference. No. I mean,
Last
obviously,
I checked, Chapman still throws 103 at every ballpark he goes to.
yeah, very true. Very true.
So, well, we talked about the lifetime ban. Um, what we should do right now is take a quick break. Um, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get one more.
Yeah.
No, maybe a couple more later on. But let's take a break here, and we'll come back. I got some more questions for you. Okay,
All right. Well, we will be back. And we're back, folks.
we're back, folks. Who you talking to?
Me. I'm talking to myself. I talk to myself a lot. I'm a little crazy like that. You know that, buddy.
Yeah, me too. So let's talk about this point of this whole cheating thing. I want to talk about careers that are affected by this, because you're going to think the most important thing that people are thinking about right now is certainly the Astros and the big names: Altuve, Carrera, McCann.
Bergman. Or
Thinking
Bergman.
about,
Sorry.
yeah, um, teams that lost against the Astros in the playoffs, the Yankees especially. Um, uh, who else?
I want to
Um,
see Alex Bregman. You can keep talking. I just want to see Alex Bregman's home and away stats this year.
right. Um, but here's an interesting wrench that's thrown into this. Okay, let's say you're a AAA baseball player, you're a AAA pitcher, and you just got called up to the major leagues, and you're like, "Fuck, dude, yes, finally, this is my time. I've been putting in the hours, and been years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make a lot of money at AAA, barely don't make jack shit at AAA. Kind of got a family going, getting in my upper 30s. My prime's probably past me, but I'm still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting my shot now." And they're like, "All right, congratulations, man. All right, we're gonna need you to have your first start up there, and we'll be in Houston."
Oh boy.
And you last 2 1/3 innings
Okay.
after giving up 7 hits and 3 runs
Not a great
on no
start.
errors,
Not a great
and
MLB
you
debut.
and you immediately get sent back down to AAA, and nothing ever comes from you ever again.
Yeah. You
And then
don't.
you find out years later, watching video of the game that you pitched, and they were doing that same shit. How pissed are you?
Oh my God.
Your
Literally,
fucking life has changed.
you literally could have probably did lose that guy millions and millions of dollars.
Changed his life.
Holy sh! I never even thought about the implications of other like people on other teams like that. Other than
Exactly. If
wow,
that did happen to anybody, which I'm sure maybe it did. Maybe you were a relief pitcher and you came in and you pitched against Houston while your team was getting their ass kicked because your pitchers were getting worn out, from getting pulled in the fourth or third inning every in your 4 game stretch. So your entire bullpen got used and everyone's tired and you're getting shellacked and you look like crap and your GM decides to cut you.
wow. I this is I didn't even think about this viewpoint.
Now let's talk about Major League Baseball players.
I was gonna yeah,
Let's talk
okay,
about
yeah.
let's talk about Clayton Kershaw.
Oof.
In the
Yeah.
2017 playoffs when he was 3-0 before when he played Houston in LA, beats Houston, has a good game, then he goes to LA or in LA, then he goes to Houston, gets his ass kicked. They just blow him up, pull him out, and then forever from then on out, Clayton Kershaw has been a shitty postseason.
Yeah, he has. I mean, postseason, I mean, forget about it.
Why has that been a thing? I don't want to say it all started from Houston. It probably didn't, but it certainly didn't help. Other
Well,
pitchers have been. Go ahead.
well, I was just about to say, I don't mean to get off topic here, but I mean, Houston, with all this stuff coming to surface now, Houston is not the only one, with the Red Sox and the Mets as well, correct?
Yes.
So I was reading this article about, I think it was the Mets, they actually did fire their GM this week. Um, I believe it was the GM, yeah. So, and they were like, well, how can you fire your GM? I thought you have to still pay him somehow. And they were talking about like you actually can fire GMs, but it has to be for cause. and the
Hmm.
cause in their contracts, all GM contracts, it stipulates you can't basically deface the organization. You have to show up to all 162 games and a couple other minor things like that. But if you show up as a GM or even head coach and you try hard basically and you do your best, they can't fire you for going 0 and 162 for cause.
Ooh.
They can let you go and you'll still get paid for your contract, whatever's on the contract, but they can't fire you for cause if you go 0 and 162 if you do all the right stuff basically. So
Yeah,
getting
but
fired is fucked. Like you had to have done something terrible
is
to get
fucked.
fired and paid that or not get paid that. So
All right, so here's another question. Is Spygate worse?
no, I think it's the same thing really. I
I think
do.
it's the same. One's not worse, or
Nope, still cheating. Still literally stealing calls from the other team, their playbook. Uh I mean, they were literally watching the other team sideline too, weren't they?
yeah.
Yeah, same thing, honestly. Uh
So yeah, I I don't know. Well, um,
was Belichick a part of it? I mean, he obviously
I
had
don't
to have
know.
known.
I know the Pats went to the Super Bowl that year though.
Yeah, and won it, I believe. Yeah, they won it.
No, that was '07. New York, I think, beat them in '07.
Oh, you're right with the catch. Yeah, I know which game you're talking about.
Hmm. Another question: should Houston have to vacate their championship or have an asterisk next to it? I don't think you can. You can't,
Abso-fucking-lutely.
but you can't take away a championship from a team, right? You can only put a mark next to it, right?
Right,
Because that's
but
never happened in Major League Baseball history.
that's the thing about it is when this stuff very very like on the first day of it coming to life and coming to news and it wasn't very far after they actually won it. Like fuck, I just lost my train of thought. Like it wasn't um the biggest thing is that there's little to no repercussions for this currently. I think right now
I mean,
before
people are getting fired.
yeah, now they are, but like at the time of this,
Yeah.
I mean, all they could do before making right now they're starting to change the way MLB is being looked at.
Well,
There's
that leads back to the question of what I asked you first. Would you cheat knowingly they can't take your championship away?
no, that's why they did it, and now they're finally changing MLB for it, and that
Uh-huh.
the MLB will not be the same from here on out.
Okay, so you said yes that Houston should have to vacate it, right?
Correct.
Okay, so if they're gonna do that, should then the Yankees have to give up their last 3 championships then?
Okay, well, I can
That
guarantee you
sucks to
there's
hear, but they have to do it, right? Because they had the most notorious cheater in Major League Baseball history, and Alex Rodriguez at third base for them, right?
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not an MLB exec or something, man, that has to make these decisions because I would be very, very
I don't want to
biased
say
towards
A-Rod
my
was the
Yanks.
most notorious. I don't want to.
No,
Alex was the most notorious one, but um, I think Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa are definitely worse. But
right.
um, Alex is definitely up there. Most definitely took performance enhancing drugs,
Yeah,
even
he did.
though never admitted to it, or did he? I don't think he did, right?
I don't think he did, no.
Okay. So, next question: how many other teams are doing this right now and are just like, oh shit?
Just crap in their pants back home.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't even want to speculate that. Could you
How many
imagine
other teams are like, oh, dude, this
just
is fucked.
sitting on their
Oh
fingers,
no.
man? Just
Twiddling their thumbs, just biding their time. Like, dude, this is about to go. like getting in contact with their attorneys right now. Just like, oh my God, we're next, we're
Trying to get
caught.
out in front of it
Fuck.
as most as possible.
Yes, exactly. Trying to come up with every alibi, getting everybody in your front office informed on what your story is, and you stick to it.
Oh my God, just that's so. It's probably true though, man. That's the worst part.
Well,
Um,
that's the thing. It's funny because I'm a Mariners fan and have been forever, and I'm just like, oh, this is why we suck.
Dude, I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, me as a Pirates fan currently, I'm just so glad that we're not going to be
Like,
a part of this because we suck so bad.
you know that gif of of like that guy eating popcorn where he's like getting on the couch and he's just like grabs a bag of popcorn out of nowhere and starts eating it, and like he's like obviously looking like he's just like sitting back ready to watch whatever is coming. That's
Mm-hmm.
the Mariners and the Pirates right now.
Oh, from
When
Seinfeld.
they're just like, holy shit. No
Yeah.
wonder. I knew it. We were doing everything right.
God, I knew we weren't this
That's
bad.
why. Gosh, I knew we didn't suck this bad. Oh man. Oh brother.
I knew our pitching coaches weren't this bad. I knew our pitchers weren't this bad.
I knew we didn't bat 208 for a reason. Jeez.
It's
Wow.
so true, though. I mean, these teams that have been playing fair, really, if you think about it, they've been at a huge disadvantage. Um,
I mean,
obviously, but
Houston just came out of nowhere.
I mean, how long have
And
they been good now? Past 5 years?
5 years.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine the guy who started this all? He's like, "Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, just let me run this by you real quick.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Would you like it? Would you think this would be a good idea if we?
Mhm.
I'm okay. I'm gonna be sitting here in the back by the locker room. Okay, I'm watching the game,
Alright.
and I got
I'm
a couple
listening.
cameras, and we're gonna just pay attention to
Wait,
their coaches. And
did you say cameras?
well, yeah, I mean like on TV, but I may or may not have planted a couple extra ones in the stadium. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, what was that last part? You just said that kind of quick. You have cameras
Well,
fixed
I
fixed at
mean,
their.
okay, let me just run this by you. Let me do
You
this.
are. I hear you.
We're gonna
Everything you're saying right now sounds already very suspect.
we're gonna watch them. We're gonna take what they give us. We see the signal from the catcher, and I in the back, I'm gonna plant a shocking mechanism on Jose Altuve. When he goes to the batter's box, I see a changeup's coming because I know the calls from the other team. I actually used to work as a video coordinator for their team 10 years ago, so I know all their calls. That's either here nor there once again, but and when he gets a changeup, he's getting fucking zapped. What do you think, coach? You like it? Good, let's go. Let's go. Play ball. I mean,
The sad thing is you're not actually saying something that's outrageous, because
no.
the sad thing is somebody actually had to go up to, if that's true, somebody actually had to go up to them and go, hey, so we're gonna put this thing on you. I want an off-speed pitch. So you know it's coming, okay? All right, deal? Okay, cool.
Now,
That's a real conversation that had to have gone down.
it had to have been. And Jose Altuve, he was actually the very first one back into the locker room, if you noticed that as well, from when they won it. They won,
Bolted.
and he bolted to the locker room to get that freaking zapper off, or whatever you want to call it. So
I hope it's not true. I hope it's not, because I mean, we're already finding out it is true that they did do the videotaping and the banging on the trash can shit.
yeah, and the thing about it,
But if it comes to if we find out that that wire thing is real,
well, the thing about it is, yesterday on Twitter I saw a video of it had the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song in the background, womp womp,
yeah.
but with that music in the background, it had pictures circling, or pictures somebody had circled all these different players. It was like 10 to different 15 players from even different teams that had this buzzer underneath their jersey.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, can you
I mean,
imagine?
is it like a wireless remote and you put it in your butt or what? I don't.
I mean, it's obviously like an electronic transmitter that you like tape on you to where it's got like a battery or whatever. I'm assuming it's got like a battery on there, and
Who knows? Who knows?
but
Okay. So Alex Cora coaching the Astros in 2017 manages the Red Sox in 20. Both teams go to the World Series, win the World Series. Is it right for him to get fucking shit canned at Boston
yes,
for a lifetime?
I think that's worthy of a lifetime, man. Doing that
I
in
mean,
two different organizations.
will it go to court?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be probably the biggest thing to happen in baseball yet, man. Since HGH.
Something about what? Seriously, what is it with baseball and cheating? There's more fuckery in this sport, it seems like, than any other. I know we've talked about that earlier, but I mean, think about basketball. What's the worst thing that you can do in basketball? Point shave?
Yeah, for your
That's
Vegas
it,
betters,
right? Because it doesn't, plays don't really matter.
right.
And, they kind of do, but not like they do in football. And there's no signs
Yeah,
really in basketball.
that's a fair
What's
point.
it? What's the worst thing you can do in football? Roids or like a situation like Spygate?
Yeah, steal the other team's play calls. That's the worst thing,
Mm,
probably, which they
right.
did. So,
Baseball. This has got to be the worst. This is like really, really cheating.
same goes for hockey too. You can't really cheat in hockey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can have a goalie
Right.
that's a point shaver, but that's hard to come. I mean, that's tough to even
Yeah.
fathom. So, but
Um,
baseball,
Golf, you can't do it. I mean, you could only point shave in golf, and just by playing like shit deliberately,
right?
missing putts.
Even then, there's so many golfers in a tournament though that probably aren't trying to point shave. So,
Right. They have no incentive. They're
exactly.
trying to win. The worse
Mm,
they do, the less money they make.
exactly.
you know? So, or
God,
basketball
baseball,
or baseball,
man.
I don't know. Just baseball always seems like there's just some fuckery behind it. Always.
Who knows? There
And,
may be other cheating aspects in these other sports in the future, or maybe currently that we don't know about, but I can't think of
right.
one. So,
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of crazy. It is the fact that today, 2020, last year in 2019, and a couple of years before that, that there was a camera looking at the catcher for the opposing team, and you have a guy behind there studying those signs and relaying them to somebody in the locker room who's watching it on a fucking monitor, and then signaling by hitting a trash can or doing something, whether it be hitting a trash can a couple times or giving a little zzz, zzz to the batter's chest.
give him a little zzz.
Are you
Just,
kidding me?
it's so
Are you
fucked
fucking joking me?
in so many ways, morally, mainly, but holy shit, man. It's actually really sad to see. It
I'd
truly,
rather somebody do roids.
I would too. I so would too.
I'd rather have somebody be like Mike Trout and just take a bunch of HGH. No, I'm kidding. But
I mean, it does suck as a baseball fan to witness history during a season of a guy getting like 55 home runs in a season and being like, oh man, this guy's freaking good.
dude,
And
he's
then
awesome.
finding out 3 years later he's on HGH. Well, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Fuck. Yeah, it was like Brett Boone for Seattle
Yeah.
back in, god dang it, what year was that? Do you remember Brett Boone?
No, I don't. Enlighten me.
Aaron Boone's brother.
Uh-uh. Tell me.
Second baseman for the Mariners.
Okay.
Um,
HGH.
yeah, huge steroid. Um, yeah, huge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how many home runs he hit. One year, he just fucking lit it up, dude. You're just like, wait, what?
Could you imagine a guy on HGH with the Houston Astros signaling?
Okay, so he goes like, this is Brett Boone's stats in his 14 career. Started in 92. First year, started with Seattle. First year hit 4 home runs. Second year, 12 home runs. Third year, 12 home runs. Fourth year, 15. 96, 12 home runs. 97. This is where it gets fucked. So he goes 1996 hits 12 home runs. 1997 hits 7 home runs. 1998 hits 24 home runs.
Oh my. 7 to 24.
1999. 99, 20 home runs. 2019 home runs. 2001, 37 bombs.
Oh my god.
2002, 24 bombs. 2003, 35 bombs. 2004, 24 bombs. Then the roids come out and the allegations come down. The next year, hits 7 home runs.
Back to normal, baby.
Year after that, 7 home runs. Year after that, no home runs.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Yeah, it was you know who is even worse?
Who?
I'm gonna do 2 more of these for you, okay?
Okay.
I'm not even gonna tell you um
Who?
I'm not even gonna tell you who. I'm just gonna read off.
Okay.
I'm gonna read some stats here for you, and I just want to know your reaction, and then you go, oh, that guy.
Don't tell me the year either. Just tell me like which year it was.
No, I have
Okay.
to because it's right out of the man. 1986, 3 home runs. 1987, 49 home runs.
Oh my god. 3 to 49.
Come on, you can't make it that obvious, Mark McGuire.
Wow, dude. Holy shit.
Just hit 3 dongs and then jump it up to freaking 49.
You gotta have some sort of medium, my guy. Oh.
Okay, in his defense, he only had 53 at bats in his first year in Oakland. Second year, he had 557 at bats and hit 49.
Jesus.
Okay, all right. So this is when it gets interesting. Okay, dude, the guy hit.
He hit
What
what?
did the average in his 16 years of playing Major League Baseball?
What did he hit?
583 bombs. You
Wow.
kidding me? One year he hit 70 fucking home runs.
God damn, dude.
70? No, that doesn't exist.
That's essentially 1 every 3 games if he plays almost a full season, 162 games.
It's not even a thing. That doesn't. No.
Holy crap.
All right, this one is gonna probably blow your mind. I'll do one more after this. Okay.
Okay.
um. Oh dear God. Nah, it was just right from the shoots. First year, 16 home runs. Second year, 25 home runs. Third year, 24 home runs. Fourth, 19. Fifth year, 33. Sixth year, 25. Seventh, 34. Eighth, 46.
Ooh.
Getting up there. Seventh year, 37.
This
Eighth, 33. Ninth, 42. 40, 37. 34. 49. 73.
Oh my god. 49 to 73.
Yeah, that's a huge change. And this is like your in the league.
Was that Bonds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old Barry.
762 home runs.
Jesus, Mr. 700.
I want one really obvious one.
Those were fucking obvious, man. Those are 3 to 49.
Well, that was Mark McGuire's first year. He went.
Yeah,
but
still.
he only had like 55 at bats. So
I mean, multiply that
compared to 583 at bats the second year.
I mean, okay, well, yeah.
All right, last one.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Real obvious ones.
What's that?
God, I love the real obvious ones. Where you're just like, yeah, he had 18 bombs in 1 year. Oh, he had fucking 190 home runs next year. Wow. Come on, at bats. Yes. Perfect. 1993, 598 at bats. Nope, sorry. 1992, 262 at bats. 8 home runs. 1993, 598 at bats. 25 home runs. He really didn't hit as many dongs as I thought. This is Sammy Sosa.
Oh, okay. That was my next guess. So
I was really hoping to see like a 13
just huge
or 17 home run season, and then all of a sudden just like swatting
50.
38 home runs. You're like, what?
How does this make sense?
Yeah. All right, dog. Well, anyhow, we're probably approaching the hour. Probably a little over it.
Yeah, well, close to the hour, looks like. So.
All right, for sure. Well, anyway, if you don't like what we said, email us.
Yeah, hit that email, hit that send button to retiredkickers@yahoo.com with the number 2, not the TWO. 2retiredkickers@yahoo.com. Send us an email. Let us know what you think of this baseball fuckery going on right now. It's so bad. So bad right now, man.
All right.
Well,
tell us about it.
Until next